We have a new topic tonight. we call this topic, No, It's Not the Onion. These are stories that you would find in your local paper that, despite how bizarre they may seem on the outset, that they would seem to be something you would read in the Onion News. It's real life things that happen, because truth is often stranger than fiction. There's a man here. His name was Andrew Mendez. He was 29. He was facing charges in Texas because he was having sex with a horse, which has happened before. That's not the weird part, which is that alone in itself is pretty weird. He wanted to do is make a baby with the horse. He thought that he could just have sex with this horse and then make a baby out of it. Apparently, this guy doesn't know anything about a speciation or anything like that. So, yeah, it's it was definitely a weird situation. Having sex with a horse, pretty weird, but trying to think you're going to make a baby out of this, yeah, I think you're a little off the deep end. Unfortunately, this case is a little sad. Has a little sad part on there. He hung himself while he was in jail because he was being held on a child indecency with a child and trespassing charges. I mean, that's, in jail, you get into jail if you're in charge with crimes against a child. Yeah, it gets pretty bad. Joe, your thoughts?
Packard, in defense of this guy, how else are we going to get a centaur? I mean, they don't grow on trees. The stork isn't going to deliver one in the middle of the night.
Ah, damn.
We need enterprising young men like this guy who, quote, I ain't going to lie, I blew a nut in the horse. Then I got off the bucket and put my clothes back on. Wow. Not only did this guy do it, he admitted to it and got quoted by the press talking about it.
Mm-hmm. That's the quote he just read. That's exactly what he said.
I blew a nut in the horse. Oh.
That's terrible. That's disgusting. Oh, Krista, your thoughts?
Gag. Yeah, this guy had some problems, and he had a little past criminal history already, and like you said, charges of indecency with a child.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to find out exactly what those charges were because of the nature of it, but my understanding is it was with one of his girlfriend's children anyway.
Yeah.
So we know how I feel about that. It is sad that he took his own life, but at the same time, I wonder kind of what kid did we maybe save? There's a difference between a whore and a horse, and this dude obviously didn't care which one of the two.
That's probably what happened. He thought he thought he was buying a whore, and someone just said on there, and he goes, horse?
The article says he was waiting on his girlfriend to come home. And if the girlfriend hadn't gotten home yet, he had already decided he was going to go mess with the horse. So,
oh, jeez. My girlfriend, she's not here on time. Oh, I'm a little too horny for this. Where's that horse?
Clearly, this guy had never heard of a jar of Vaseline, a dirty magazine, and a gas station bathroom.
Oh, that's terrible. Actually, I heard on another show that somebody had sex with a horse, and they actually gave the horse an STD. Which I didn't even know that was even possible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, yeah, tell me about it. That's exactly my thoughts, too. I was like, how would you give a horse an STD?
Now that horse has to be honest with everybody they're with in the future. It's just a mess.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Medusa, your thoughts?
Mr. Ed, this is just so
Mr. Ed! Wilbur, that's not...
Wilbur, I didn't get to read the article, but there is a group of people who go around participating in something called zooing.
Zooing?
Zooing, and it is specifically... I don't know why I know this perversity, but you have...
I don't think I want to know where you've been hanging out, Medusa.
It was a documentary, and it was...
Oh, okay. Sure it was.
It was in a dirty, gas station. With
a documentary
Vaseline.
at a gas station?
Yeah, with Vaseline in a nasty magazine.
Is that documentary on Netflix? I'm going to go look for
it.
I mean,
How do you get up to the horse's hoo-ha?
A ladder?
He said he was
A
on a bucket.
ladder?
It was on a bucket?
Yeah.
He stood on a bucket.
So he could fuck it.
Fucking,
There
I'm
once
on
was a guy on a
bucket.
bucket.
We had it.
I don't think I want to have any more words about this topic at all. For I get myself in trouble.
Yeah,
It's called zooing.
Zooing. Brr.